welcome to McQuilling TV. I'm Allison Emilio, and joining us again today is David Saginaw, Commercial Director of McQuilling Services. Welcome back, David.
Thanks, Allison.
Our viewers may recall we last spoke with you in January 2014 about the Brasil Basin Drydock Company and the new ship repair facility planned for the northeast of Brazil. So can you bring us up to speed about the current status of the project, especially in the challenging economic outlook for Brazil right now?
Yes, Allison, I think most people will be aware that Brazil has been having a pretty difficult time lately along several different fronts. Last time we met, I alluded to an upcoming storm on the horizon. A lot has happened in Brazil since then. I personally believe that the storm is largely past now, and I don't think that's an unrealistic view. Don't get me wrong, I still think there's substantial issues to address and resolve, but we are really in a much better place now in Brazil than we were back then. A number of political uncertainties have been clarified or soon will be. The government has had a very strong economic team in place and is working very hard. The Lava Jato investigations are continuing, but these really validate a very strong judiciary and government structure. Rio de Janeiro will be largely ready for the games in August, in my opinion, and the economic indicators seem to imply an improving economy locally. So good news in general, I think. I'm a firm believer that the massive potential of Brazil, its broad factor endowments and substantial human capital will produce the necessary momentum from these factors to overcome recent challenges. The BBDC project is actually one small part of the overall solution, which we're proud to say.
So what about the shipyard? Has the economic situation influenced the project?
To the extent that it has limited investor enthusiasm in the region, yes. To be frank, we've had significant technical progress over the last couple of years, but in 2014 and 2015 we worked very hard to identify enthusiastic investors in anything having to do with Brazil. I think we have a much better story now to tell in terms of the economic backdrop for the project. I think it's important for people to understand that the EPDI shipyard repair project is largely separated from many of the challenges that Brazil is facing as a country right now. The shipyard is primarily an export facility. 90% of the revenues from the repairs in the yard are going to be coming from abroad, denominated in US dollars. It's located in an area of Brazil which is tremendous economic potential. Every time I go to the region to see the site, in Cabedelo, in João Pessoa, I see tremendous new construction of apartment buildings, office buildings, retail space, industrial facilities, and this is a good thing. This is encouraging. We're very upbeat about the current project and the status of its fundamentals.
Can you give us a little bit more detail about the status of implementation of the new facility and where you are at in terms of the implementation schedule?
Sure. I'm very pleased to say that we're still largely on track with the schedule that we spoke about the last time we talked. In September of last year, a large international shipping company joined the project. With those funds, we applied for the environmental license for the project. We produced the environmental impact statement over the course of the last several months, and on Thursday of last week we received the preliminary license, which is a huge milestone for the project achieved. One of the reasons this is important is it allows us to move forward definitively with project funding. We've been speaking to regional institutions for project financing and are now intensifying our discussions with equity towards commitment. We're also moving forward with a number of discussions with strategic partners for the project. So on the technical side, we plan to use the balance of 2016 to complete the basic engineering design work. In 2017, we expect to be able to begin construction, and the shipyard is anticipated to be fully operational at capacity by about 2022.
Dave, I'm sure our viewers would like a glimpse of the project, so can you show us what the yard's going to look like?
Yes, we have a small clip from a video that we took a while back. Let's take a look.
The Empresa de Tocagens Peira do Inca facility of the Brasil Basin Drydock Company is a major greenfield marine infrastructure project located in the northeastern Brazilian state of Paraíba, near the port of Cabedelo, in the municipality of Lucena. An ideal location close to major shipping lanes, the EPDI facility will be the largest purpose-built ship repair yard in the South Atlantic Basin, close to major metropolitan areas and industrial centers. The EPDI repair yard will be located in protected waters just off the existing shipping channel inside the port of Capodello. Occupying about 600,000 square meters landside, the yard will also contain about 200,000 square meters dedicated to recovery of environmentally degraded areas. 3 major dry docking facilities in the yard, capable of dry docking any vessel in the world merchant fleet, will be supported by modern workshops, office buildings, and community areas. Vessels will arrive at the shipyard free of cargo and ready for repair. Smaller vessels will be dry docked using the hydrolift facility, an innovative lift and transfer arrangement consisting of water chambers and a rail and trolley system developed by Portuguese engineering company Proman Center for Studies and Projects. This dock will allow fishing boats, offshore supply boats, coastal tankers, and other vessels up to 150 meters in length by 30 meters wide to be lifted from the water and repaired on land. Larger vessels from about 20,000 tons deadweight cargo carrying capacity up to 450,000 deadweight will be dry docked in one of 2 large graving docks. Dock 1 will be 450 meters in length by 80 meters wide and can nest multiple ships being repaired simultaneously, increasing the productivity of this expensive fixed asset. In addition, Dock 1 is sized to accommodate 75% of the world's semi-submersible fleet. Dock 2 will be 370 meters long and 60 meters wide and will be used for the dry docking of vessels up to the size of very large crude carriers. While dry docked, vessels will undergo hull cleaning and painting, class inspections, and any other repairs necessary to be conducted while the vessel is out of the water. The EPDI ship repair yard is designed to dry dock 120 vessels per year in these facilities. Prior to and after dry docking, vessels will be positioned in repair berths floating alongside piers with large capacity cranes in attendance. The balance of ship repairs will be carried out afloat before the vessels depart the shipyard at the end of their repair period. Repair works on vessels will be supported by modern workshops for steel fabrication and repair, piping, electrical, sheet metal and ventilation, carpentry, machining, mechanical, and instrumentation. The facility has been laid out to optimize the flow of the workforce and materials to and from the vessels and the workshops. Significant capacity will exist in these shops to be able to handle the most challenging repairs on site, including tail shaft and rudder repairs. Office buildings will house the administrative staff, and training facilities will be provided to maintain reliable, consistent repair quality. Facilities for ship repair yard workers and the community will be provided that include a cafeteria, changing centers, a community center, recreation areas, and a medical facility. As a large industrial neighbor and member of the local community, the BBDC will conduct its affairs in a socially and environmentally responsible manner. From the reestablishment of mangroves in degraded areas to shipyard design elements such as hydroblasting that minimize its environmental footprint to its commitment to foster robust industrial community development, the BBDC values its role in the region as a responsible corporate citizen. Construction is planned to begin in 2017 with the first repairs beginning in 2019. During this time, employment for several thousand workers is envisioned. The EPDI facility is planned to be fully operating at capacity by 2022 with a shipyard employment of approximately 1,500 people and additional jobs in the local community numbering in the thousands. The EPDI facility of the Brasil Basin Drydock Company will realize the vision of a world-class merchant ship repair facility ideally located in the northeast of Brazil in the state of Paraíba, exceeding the expectations of our clients with regard to quality, price, and turnaround time.
That was great. Thanks, David. We look forward to hearing all about the Brasil Basin Drydock Company again very soon.
Thanks, Allison. Look forward to seeing you.
And that wraps up this episode of McQuilling TV. I'm Allison O'Melio. Thanks for watching.